What's up, everybody? Uncle Matt here, heading to my home away from home, Nissan Stadium, which if you only know me from watching the vlogs, you probably would think I might actually live there because that's where like 90% of the vlogs take place between Nashville SC and Titans games. But we're going there for a non-sporting event tonight. We are on our way there for a Garth Brooks live concert. And these are almost always a great experience. He almost always puts on a good show. I say almost because the last time I saw him, it was at the Bridgestone Arena a couple years back. And, you know, you got to do right by your wife. He kind of let Trisha take the show over. Love me some Trisha Yearwood, but that night there was way too much Trisha Yearwood when it's supposed to be a Garth Brooks show. Hopefully with the stadium atmosphere, he adds a little bit more of his normal energy, doesn't kind of like slow it down and let her take over. I'm sure she'll be there because, I mean, it's just bound to happen. Hopefully she just plays some of her bangers and gets out of the way and lets Garth take control. Also, hopefully he structured the set list a little bit better than a couple years ago. Like a couple years ago when I saw him at the arena, he put Friends in Low Places like in the middle of the set. You know, it's fine if he doesn't close with that, but he played it way too early in the set last time. Hopefully we clean that up this time and we have a great time watching Garth. Last time I saw a big concert at Nissan Stadium, it was the infamous or famous, depending on how you want to talk about it, Tim Chesney, Kenny McGraw concert. Yes, I flipped those on purpose because that was something that was happening all night long. The more me and my friends talked about that show. At that show, it was kind of a big story locally at the time. During Tim McGraw's set, there was a Kenny Chesney lookalike wandering around on the floor. We saw him go by. We legit thought he was Kenny Chesney because he looked so much like him, was dressed just like him, had his dumb straw cowboy hat on and all that good stuff. I mean, it was looked enough to the point that we actually were like going back and forth, like, is that Kenny Chesney? He could be just like out on the floor, just like trying to gauge the crowd feeling while Tim's playing, but ended up that guy got taken out by security because he was causing such a ruckus because he looked so much like Kenny Chesney. Now here's the deal. He probably would have argued that that's just the way he looks and he's just dressed for the show, but the case is you don't look like that and just wander around on the floor of that concert without some ill intentions of maybe getting a few ladies to come up to you and say like, oh, hey, are you actually Kenny Chesney? I don't know. I don't know what ended up happening with that guy. I don't know if he got put in a different area to watch the rest of the show, or if he just got flat kicked out, but that was a weird thing that was happening that day. Very interesting. Don't think we're going to see any Garth impersonators today, but you never know. It's going to be a good night. Here's some more advanced looks at what's to come for the Grand Prix coming up Grand Prix coming up this weekend.
Next weekend.
We were just told this concrete has been actually relaid in the parking lot because this is going to be where pit row is.
I knew that.
And the old asphalt can't handle the tires. Good to know.
I think we do this right here.
You can tell it's going to be a rowdy show for Garth tonight. They've got all types of safety fencing up all around the stadium to protect all the crazy country music fans. Slightly more crowded than recent NSE games, but crowds moving well.
Oh God, we get to our seats.
Couldn't have timed it better. Just got to the seats. And the lightning advisory hits. Feel like I'm back at Blizzard Beach. But you haven't seen that yet. Stay tuned. Whoa! They just turned the lights on. Here is a look at the stage. Looks pretty cool. Hopefully we can come back out here eventually and see some actual shows here. This could all just be a big build-up to him playing Thunder Rolls. I'm not ruling out that he's about to come on stage and play Thunder Rolls. This is a cool ride. Whoa! Thunder rolls and lightning strikes.
However, there is a concourses of other refrain from using any type of electronic device, including cell phone.
4 seats are wide open if anybody wants them right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? At this time, lighting is directly above Nissan Stadium. Please proceed to the shelter area.
There are people cheering.
Please move to the covered areas and concourses or other internal areas. Please refrain from using any type of electronic.
Well, this has gone south very quickly. Of course. Of course. No idea what that just happened. This is wild. Okay, couldn't quite hear that clearly, but I think they just announced that the show is canceled. Inevitable at this point in time. I gotta get some clarity though. Okay, so we are officially canceled for tonight. They announced they're going to potentially reschedule it for tomorrow night, which is awful because we've got a USA and a Nashville SC match tomorrow night. So it's not like I don't have anything going on tomorrow night that I would want to do as opposed to going and see a great Garth Brooks concert. This sucks. This just sucks. I have oddly noticed there's a lot of people that have like custom Garth Brooks concert shirts that were made. They got themselves made, whether it's Etsy or they got them made for themselves to come here tonight. Very similar to what like people do for Disney. Like I've seen like mom and dad's trip to the Garth concert. So I guess to some people this is like going to Disney. I don't know. Shame for those people, I guess. I don't know. Okay, it is the next day. Obviously a much nicer day than what we got last night. I just got done cutting the grass, adulting if you will. So I jumped in the pool to wash all the grass off me as one does. Gotta get clean. Got the tweet, came out overnight from Nissan Stadium that they couldn't logistically make it work to reschedule the concert for tonight. So it has just been pushed to be determined date in the not who knows when future. It'd be pretty cool if it was like September or maybe like October when it's like kind of chill, a little colder, not 100 degrees, and then a sudden lightning storm pop up. So we'll see when they announce that. They said they will honor tickets and parking from last night. If actually, I'll put up the tweet here where they had the whole thing. If you want to have some fun, go look this tweet up on the Nissan Stadium Twitter account and look at the replies to it. It is hilarious how people seem to think Nissan Stadium and or Garth Brooks had some control over the situation last night. Like it was their fault. The weather rolled in and rained and stormed the whole thing out. Twitter mentions always a entertaining place to go visit. But that's it. The Garth concert came to nothing. We went. We somewhat heard the first couple of performers. It was like Trisha Yearwood and I can't remember the other lady's name. Tammy Wynette, maybe? I don't know. They were as a part of the Grand Ole Opry live from Nissan Stadium opening act, which was supposed to be full of various artists and surprises and stuff like that. That was over before we even made it into the seats, but we saw it kind of from the concourse a little bit. And literally we sat down, and like I think the second we sat down was when the lightning advisory came out. It was all surreal. Strange night. No Garth. But what are you gonna do? I guess I get 2 videos out of this Garth Brooks concert though, because it's supposed to be rescheduled. Tickets are supposed to be good for the rescheduled date, whenever that is. So if you want to see an actual Garth Brooks concert experience, subscribe to the channel and turn the bell on for notifications, because when it gets rescheduled, unless we have conflicts where you're gonna be going, so. That's it. Oh, and maybe actually if it's rescheduled like later in like the fall when it's like more pleasant weather, I can wear my hat, my cowboy hat, and my boots. I can really get on board for it. I don't know, here comes Ollie.